Why we will never work a real job ever in our lives again. Hi, you're ready to talk about this. This is a very important topic. Wouldn't you say so?
It's probably the most important topic of all time.
It's so important that I have to light up like Lil Wayne before I talk about it. Remember when Lil Wayne used to have his songs just fucking light up every time?
You're an old
Except I'm smoking a
geezer.
cigar.
The kids don't listen to Lil Wayne anymore.
The kids listen to trash. Anyways, gentlemen, it's really crazy when I think about it that I used to go clock in, work 8 hours, 12 hours. That's all I knew, right? That's, if you're watching this and you work a 9 to 5 job, that's probably all you know. And you clicked on this video because clearly you have a bigger vision for yourself. Just like I did, just like you did, right, Hike?
Yep.
Well, the thing is, people like us that had a vision, there's a lot. But there's always this bottleneck on why you can't make it out. And it's usually you don't know what to do. You don't know what avenue to take. You just know that you have big goals. You don't want to work for someone, but you just don't know exactly what to do. Well, to be fair, our whole lives, Haig, we always knew what to do. Like, there was a time we had this stupid YouTube channel that actually did very well with our friend. It was some bullshit. Remember that? 30 million views on like each fucking video back in the day. We've always been hustlers, wouldn't you say?
I would, but I would disagree that one thing you said is that we always knew what to do. I feel like my biggest problem in life is that I didn't know what to do, but I was a very hard worker and I was determined to get it done. But I did not know what avenue to channel that work on.
No, but I mean, we did the YouTube thing, then we did music, right? Which we were kind of successful in everything we did to a certain extent, but we always switched. So we did well with the YouTube thing at first when we were kids, getting millions of views. Then we did music. That was our passion growing up. And then eventually we said, all right, this whole music game is rigged because I got millions of views, right, on my songs. And then what happened? I realized, wow, okay, this is rigged. To get into this industry, I know what you have to do. It was very clear and obvious to me to get to a certain level. And then eventually, working shit job after shit job, I said, okay, I just want to make some money. I want to live free. And I want to do it my way. I was watching these James Bond movies and I was like, I basically want to be James Bond. I want to dress up nice. I want to go out with beautiful women. Is it raining again? Bro, this country's crazy. This country is crazy, bro. It'll be like sunny one day and rain. There's just like a big dark cloud right here. And the sky is amazing and sunny over there.
It was nice weather, but as soon as it came out, it started raining. That means we were rainmakers.
Make it rain, bitch. So, back to what I was saying. I knew this 9 to 5 thing, no matter what I was chasing at the moment, was something I didn't want to do. And eventually, I said, I just want to make a lot of money, travel the world, and be free. What can I do? I just couldn't find what to do. I knew it was business, but I'm like, what am I going to do? Open a freaking coffee shop? Remember there was a time we were like, hey, bro, let's open a coffee shop. We sounded so stupid looking back on it now. But then, just like everyone else, we looked up videos, online business. I felt like a dinosaur. I'm like, what online business? What am I supposed to even do? Like, I don't even know where to start. Right? And we tried a couple things, right? Like, I remember one time you tried to sell this drum kit because you were a producer, right? Back to the music thing. That didn't work. We failed a million times. Wouldn't you say so?
Yep. All we did is fail till it wasn't a failure anymore.
Exactly. And then we got our passion out of it. So when you want to make money online, I would even say you don't have to be passionate. You just have to be sharp. You have to be a little bit analytical. And then I remember I was working at Amazon and you started this email lead generation marketing agency. That did well for us. Through that, you learn how to make an offer, right? Like, you're just helping people out. And honestly, the most successful people you were helping out, they also had personal brands on the side, right? So you were getting them leads, and then they also had podcasts and YouTube videos on the side. They were getting leads from that as well. And we just realized, okay, this is everyone that's super successful kind of has a personal brand. And then eventually I helped people build their personal brands. And to be honest, we made a lot of money doing that, right, Hag?
We made it rain.
You know what? We'll put it up on the screen. I literally helped people go viral, mega viral. And I couldn't screenshot it when it was at its peak. It was way more like double, triple the amount of views of this. I think I only have it when it like died down. Yeah, but it was super mega viral. And one thing that we realized was that when you're starting this online business shit, it's a jungle. It's a jungle. What happens is when you're growing up in life, you think, okay, you have to get a degree. Or, let's say you're doing real estate. You have to get a real estate license from the government. Or you have to do this. Everything had to be official. Everything. And when Haig and I, my brother, we started an online business, it was anything but that. We just looked like two idiots on a laptop. I remember Haig would open his laptop up and everyone would just say, bro, what are you doing? Go get a real job. He was just on his laptop saying, no, I'm going to make this work. I'm going to make this work. It just seemed stupid. It seemed foolish. Like, bro, what are you doing on this laptop? What are you going to make work? You look like a dumbass. What freelance bullshit you're going to do? How are you going to make money? You're opening your laptop every day. Nothing's working.
But I
Go
will
get
say,
a license.
But I will say, perhaps it was a year and a half before I started doing that. Don and I basically quit music and we put our heads to real estate. For some reason, it sounded like it made sense because you have to get a license to do it. And people just, I didn't know that it was a thing people do unless they're desperate. I figured that out later. And
there's a lot of desperate realtors. And we're not saying there's no successful realtors. There are extremely successful realtors.
The funny part is that nobody questions you when you start to take all these tests, these exams, pay exorbitant fees of $3,000 to get your official license. There's an organization we have to pay. What was their name again?
VCCAR or something.
Yeah, some bullshit VCCAR.
You know what, bro? It's all vanity.
It's all vanity.
The real estate business is all vanity, right?
So nobody questions you when you're already $4,000 or $5,000 in the hole and you have not made a penny and you wasted 6 months studying. But when you open up your laptop and try to make a business, it just doesn't seem as official. But in reality,
you don't have a license.
You don't have a license.
No salesperson license. Like, when we worked at the car dealership, we need a salesperson license. You need to go through the DMV and grab it. Then it's official. You're official because you have some license. But God forbid you start your own business.
And I want to give them a comparison. Is that when I did the real estate, right? Even after I got my license, I spent months knocking on doors and I didn't get a single fucking sale. But when I started the online business, I started with about $100, $150 and I had an email account and I sent emails to people and I spent $150. In a matter of a month, I got my first customer to pay me $1,000 by spending $150 compared to spending $4,000 on real estate, not making shit.
That was insane. And you know what? How big was that moment to you?
I was like pacing back and forth around the room. I don't know if Don remembers. Like, I just felt like I cracked some shit.
Yeah, because quite literally, you have no license, you have no anything. At the moment, you didn't even have a website, bro. You didn't even have a website. Think about it. Some guy just handed you $1,000. Said, okay, yeah, sure. Market for me. You see, back to what we said, this is why we'll never work a 9-to-5 job in our lives again. Because when you've experienced this, and I know it's not a lot of money at the moment. Eventually, our goal, it was funny. We wanted to make $10K a month, right? We thought like we're rich once we do that. Then it's crazy how quickly we passed it. 20, 30, 40, boom, boom. It's insane. With that goal of $10K a month that we thought was crazy.
And the reason why that we'll never work jobs again is that if somehow you took away everything I had and left me with the clothes on my back in some random city that I'd never been in my life, I can always, pick up the phone, send some emails, post some videos online. I can get clients because I have a skill set.
It's crazy. And we can both do it in a different way too. We've had multiple agencies doing different services in different ways.
If someone just takes away everything you have, leaves you with a t-shirt and your phone, right? If you have an Instagram account, you're going to make some money.
Exactly. This is why we're never going to go back. Because once you know this and once you have this skill, it's impossible. You're telling me, wait, I need to go pay money to get a license, to go sell a house, to go do this, to go do that. Why?
Yeah.
And why when I could just open my laptop up?
And if you come back in 3 months and see Don, he's going to be in the best penthouse in the city, smoking fine Cuban cigars, living a nice life 3 months later because he has a skill set.
100%.
What is your skill set? The reason you had a job right now is because you don't have anything valuable to offer anybody. You don't have a skill set.
100%. And it's actually easier than most people make it seem, bro, isn't it?
It's extremely easy.
See, even for us, before we started this, it was like we were like everyone else. You watch these videos, how to make money online in this year, It's the 6 habits to help you make money online. It's all a circle jerk. It's all bullshit. Because once you actually start and you know what to do, you have the knowledge, you can never go back. You don't look at life the same way because life is a jungle. You know, I always used to be like, how? When people used to say, you see this phone? I made money with this phone. I'm like, how? Until you do it and you're like, oh, wow. You don't need all this bullshit, this fancy schmancy, all this, the degree, the license. You can literally just get a phone, post, advertise a skill. You could sell a service. Or you can help other people sell their service if you know about marketing, which is what I did, right? I always recommend going the personal brand route and doing it for yourself. It's just always better if you have a skill. I don't know. Let's say you know how to fucking juggle. This is some bullshit. You want to teach people how to juggle, right? Giving a stupid example. I promise to you there's probably going to be some sort of a market for that shit.
A 10-week juggling bootcamp PDF or a video course with modules.
For fucking clowns. If you want to be a circus clown, I'm going to teach you how to be a circus clown, you know? But actually, Hike, there's this guy that popped up on my, while I was scrolling, right? It was night. And, you know, I'm into cigars. You're into cigars. So, you know, my For You page is usually a lot of cigar stuff. And he was talking about why he smokes cigars. And I was interested in it. He was some jack guy. And I clicked on his profile. He had 500,000 followers, this guy. And he was teaching Christian males how to get the perfect physique to honor God. Because as men, we have to honor God through our body. And it was just insane, right? So most people are going to say, what does this have to do with me? Well, a lot of people have good bodies. A lot of people might have better physiques than this guy. But this guy nailed it. He's making interesting videos online with his personal brand. He's getting everyone. Ironically enough, I'm a guy that goes to gym and I lift and I like cigars. So I found him through a cigar video, right? But I was like, oh, who's this jack guy talking about this? Let me see his profile. Boom. Do you see?
And one thing I have to mention is that you probably never heard this term if you've never done business of any sort. If you just worked a job your whole life, there's a concept called market sophistication. It's basically a fancy term for saturation, when the market gets very saturated. You probably know this better than me. How many people you think online have a personal brand about fitness? There's so many fitness coaches online.
So many.
And the way you combat, the market sophistication is by niching down and having unique mechanisms and speaking to a very particular group of people. If somebody is extremely religious and goes to church every Sunday as a family man,
boom,
who is he going to buy from? Is he going to buy from the 21-year-old in Marbella that his Instagram profiles are all partying? Or is he going to buy from the guy that also honors God and goes to church? He speaks more to this man than the guy ever will.
This is how you never fail. You see, most people, they don't think. They sit down and they want to work. They don't think. When I was saying, when you're working a 9 to 5, right, and you think online business is hard, this is exactly what I'm talking about. The shift in your mindset. And once you have the shift, you'll never go back again. You realize how easy it is. You realize you don't need all these degrees and papers. You realize you don't even need actual crazy skills. You can have a skill that's as stupid as getting fit, which everyone does these days. But see, when you don't think, when you're just like, yeah, I'm going to make gym videos, and everyone's doing that. Who is your avatar? Who do you want to sell to? You have to get specific. Who are you? See, a lot of people would never even think of this. This guy's very smart. He's Christian. He just got a certain group of people that relate to him. And it's this easy. You find that, you make videos around it, and you teach them a way that's unique. You have this sort of unique way of doing things that no one else does, like a unique mechanism, as our friend always calls it, right? We also have friends that are very successful in online business. You find that where it's something only you can do, or it's even a way you could frame it, right? It doesn't have to be something only you figured out, but you frame it in a certain way and you put it in a certain way that targets a certain group of people. And you make very good videos targeting these people. And you don't just make videos only about that. You showcase you. You have to be likable. You could showcase your own personality. For example, this guy, right? He made a cigar video. Like, he's not just making videos on lifting and being Christian. That's it. He literally made a cigar video on why he likes smoking. And
so just imagine, how many males do you think there are in the US that are very religious? They're Christian and they also smoke cigars. There's probably at least hundreds of thousands of them. And who will they buy from?
Him. And guess what? There's also Christian males that are fit that don't like cigars, right? And they're shitting on him too in the comments. Polarizing.
But
do you see that?
But
that helps.
The total addressable market of people that will buy from him will keep him eating steaks forever. He will be having fat pockets for the rest of his life, and it does not matter that the Christians that don't smoke cigars are shitting on him because he has
him.
Enormous pool of people that will always buy from him.
Exactly, but that helps him, doesn't it?
It does help him.
Anytime you have some sort of a polarizing thing about you like that, it helps you too. Because for the amount of people that don't like that, there's people that do like it and say, hey, fuck off, I like cigars. This is the thing. So if you ever have watched these how to make money online videos and you just get, you're tired of it, people tell you stupid shit that you don't need. I think, Haig, we covered basically the most important thing, right? We literally talked about the most important thing. Get creative and understand these things. And once your brain changes the way it thinks about making money online, like if you get this example we gave you, your world opens up. And you might say, oh, I have no skill. Oh, trust me, you do. And you market it the right way, make the right programs, and then you make the right systems. Literally, from any app, from YouTube, from IG, from anywhere you're posting your videos, you're going to find the right people. They're going to come to you, and you can sell them on your service, and you can leave an imprint on people. Who doesn't want that? Who doesn't want to do what they want to do, help people out, and on top of that, make money with it, live where they want? Life is just beautiful when you do that. And it's a mindset shift. And once you realize this, once you see it, Haig, when you made your first $1,000 from a client, once you just see it come in, your life changes because you think, wow, I literally just had a phone a month ago and nothing else. These videos weren't up. This content wasn't up. All I did was make some videos and then made some other videos teaching people what to do, talking to people, mentoring them in a way on what I know, and they gave me money for it. There's nothing in between that. No license, no government bullshit. That's it. You, your phone, and the people that watch you, and then boom. You have a business. You don't even have to sell a product. It's all digital. It's insane, isn't it? We're truly blessed to be in these times.
Very high margins. There's no importing any products from overseas. You're basically keeping above 90% margins. Who does not want that?
I know what I want. And if this doesn't just shift your perspective and make you realize why you should never settle for a 9 to 5, I don't know what will.